Finding the right valuation company for your reverse mortgage appraisals is key. Now, one of the most trusted teams in reverse appraisals is back with a new name, Atlas Valuation. To learn more, visit atlasvms.com or call or click on the banner below this video. Partner with Atlas today. Happy Friday, everyone. This week, I'm very pleased to bring to you a special guest, a colleague and friend, Paul Scheper, who has helped me many times through his inputs and his writings to really get my mind in the right place as a reverse mortgage professional and also working here at Reverse Focus and Heckam World. So, Paul, thank you and welcome.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me. I watch the show all the time, so it's good to be part of it.
Well, you're just the man I wanted for today because we've had kind of a tumultuous year. Can you briefly first give us your perspective on the reverse mortgage industry in the last 12 months?
Well, life was beautiful in 2020, 2021, half of 2022, and pretty much all of 22. It was still pretty darn good. But the last half of 22, you either have a choice to fight or flee, right? And I decided we're going to fight through this. And it's tough because interest rates went up, the principal limits went down, and some of the demand went down because we were STC, those words I hate, those initials, short to close.
Not a good one.
A tough one, but it was tough. So, what it required is testing things and failing, learning from the failure about what's not working, and then getting right back off the canvas again and trying a different thing.
So you're saying the road to success is paved with failures?
Lots of ups and downs, and there were more, downs because some of the direct mail that a lot of my colleagues and competitors and friends, have been doing, the response rates, dwindled. The H to H, Heckam to Heckam refi went down. And after a while, you just got to give up. You can't keep going to the mat on that, And then you try different approaches, with different direct mail pieces, maybe mailing widows or widowers, financial planners, and all of a sudden there's no response, crickets. So it's tough. But I think I found one thing that is just steady Eddie, and I've seen it on your shows before when I listen to other experts, and you got to guess what it is.
Oh boy. Let me see. Being flexible?
Yeah, it is. It's you got to be like Gumby, you got to be flexible with your mind. It is attitude. But really the big thing is the fundamental that got me through 2023 is I hit my database, my customer database of past reverse mortgage clients, past forward, regular traditional clients. Who do you know who? Referrals. Who do you know who? And just stay in touch. It helped me get through 2023. And that really got me going because now I can hit the realtor segment, which is a beautiful segment to hit. The realtors, not just for H for P, but believe it or not, the realtors, many of them either come to you because they want a reverse mortgage for themselves, or they have friends, neighbors, clients, past clients in their farm territory who need one. So realtors is big. Financial planners is a little bit of slower move, but the customer database, that's the gold mine that got me through 2023 to profitability.
Very true. Mining the database is so key. So those are some great practical tips. Can you give our crew out there, the men and women in the reverse mortgage industry, some tips for the mindset that it takes to endure and even thrive, if possible, in today's market?
Vince Lombardi was a Green Bay Packer coach back in the 60s. My dad, when I was a kid, we'd watch all of his games, and he had a quote of the day, and it was called, you're going to love the play on words. If you're not fired with enthusiasm, you'll be fired with enthusiasm.
Oh,
So, I mean, and speaking of enthusiasm, Jim Harbaugh, who just won the National Football Championship for collegiate football for Michigan, he said that, you've got to be live each day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. So what gets me through things is attitude of gratitude and just that discipline of saying, I'm going to get through the tough times and
mm-hmm.
some of the low response rates and just
Yes.
keep plugging away and be fired with enthusiasm deep in my heart. Like, what can I do today to make somebody's life better? The aging Americans, that's our market. That's our market. We got to go change lives and improve lives and transform lives. But it starts internally with us as mortgage loan originators. We have to have that attitude that I'm going to make somebody else happy today. I'm going to solve a problem that they have. And believe me, in today's economy, there are problems out there for us to solve. Thank God.
Yes, there certainly are. At times we may feel, and I feel this way sometimes, like I'm playing a part in a play, this Mr. Positive. But I find that if I do that, even though I might be grouchy on the inside, that eventually my emotions will follow my actions.
Yeah, Zig Ziglar used to say, and he meant this in a good way, not being insincere or disingenuous, but his quote was, fake it till you make it. Because each of us, each day, wake up, and we're not always in the mood, but we have to sometimes play the part, like you said, Shannon, and, smile and provide some energy to somebody else, especially a senior homeowner, lots of equity. They can't access the equity because the banks have turned them down and they got credit card debt at 20% interest. They may have a car loan. They got grandchildren that need help. They got home improvements that need, tending to. So their attitudes are kind of depressing sometimes. So you've got to elevate their mind and kind of lead them with a good example.
Provide hope. So important.
Yeah, you know what hope stands for?
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
on, pain ends. Hold on, pain ends.
I love it. That's a great one. So I heard you have a jersey. Can you show us your jersey and just exactly what that means?
Well, a lot of times I do realtor workshops, which is a great idea, by the way, realtor workshops. And then I wear this shirt into the seminar. And then I end the seminar sometimes with this shirt.
Nice.
Because on jumbo loans, we call them proprietary loans, or as many of your people call it, portfolio loans, or whatever you call, age 55 now. It gets such attention. So sometimes I'll open a webinar or a seminar with 55 on, and then I'll put the 62 on and I explain what happens. And every time I do the 55 jersey, they go, oh, there's an aha moment. I didn't realize that you could get a reverse mortgage if you're only age 55. So that's kind of cool to have too. I ought to get one now, which I don't have, with the number 2 for second mortgage, because
Yep.
now one of the investors out there has a program where if they have a beautiful, gorgeous, below market first loan and they don't want to pay it off, they can go get a little tiny second now, a second. So I need to get a jersey number 2 now because there's second mortgages, fixed rate, closed ended with Finance of America. And they have that. And I'm sure some other investors are going to copy the idea because it serves a certain niche. If you need 50 or $100,000, get a little tiny second. I call it, instead of getting a big enchilada reverse mortgage, just get a little taco on the side called a second mortgage that would help pay off credit cards and things like that. So those are the jerseys. I got to go get a second TD jersey.
Yeah, so that's an opportune moment in the industry because a lot of those folks are locked in at 30-year fixed rates as low as 3 or 4%. I mean, who wants to give that up, right? So
I know, you just can't.
So in closing, I know you wouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyways, darn it. I'm going to plug your book because it really helped my mindset. Could you, do you have a copy? I've got one on my desk.
I have a copy here. It's called The Psychology of Improving, and it's the ABCs of self-improvement, where each letter in the alphabet, 26 letters, stands for a principle that many times ties into reverse mortgage originations with the actual senior homeowner. A, for example, in the alphabet is attitude. C is commitment. D is discipline. So those are more internal. E for execution. M is a beauty because I'm the king of it. Thank God. M for mistakes. They make you better. It's my mistakes in the reverse mortgage business that have made me successful since 2004 in the reverse mortgage space, because you have to make a mistake or two. Now, fortunately, I don't make the same mistake twice, but the point is, if you try 10 things in marketing,
Yep.
and 6 of them work, well, 3 of them won't. And those are mistakes you learn from. So that's in the book too, but primarily it's principles of T for being teachable, Z for zeal, which is enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And by the way, I had to use Z for zeal instead of E for enthusiasm because I had to reserve for the most important thing MLOs need to do today, and that's execute. Execute on the plan. I had to reserve the letter E in the book for execute, because you've heard the old saying, plan your work, work your plan. Most of us, I'm including myself, we plan the work, but we don't execute. We don't work the plan. You got to execute on your ideas to get more loans in the door, including marketing ideas with financial planners, trust attorneys, estate planners, estate attorneys, realtors, past database. Execute, make it happen, do it.
Absolutely. Paul, thank you so much. I really appreciate you and what you've done for our industry and the feedback you're giving all of our viewers right now. Folks, I would really take this to heart, and if you want, I would grab that book because I have one on my desk, and it helps me. I tell you, you know, it's nice to be your own therapist sometimes, Paul. It's a lot less expensive. So
you can get it at scheperbook.com, on Amazon, or we can mail it to you with a signed autograph. Anyway,
awesome.
We'll talk to you soon. This is awesome. Thank you for having me on.
Great. Paul, thank you so much. And folks, that wraps up another edition, a special edition, actually, of Friday's Food for Thought. Be sure to thank our sponsor, Atlas Valuation. You can do that by clicking on the banner just below this video. And leave your comments for Paul in the comment section below as well. And if there's any questions, Paul, you can chime in that comment section if you want, man.
Oh, I definitely will. I will chime in with Sales Engine. That is what helped me with the CRM to contact my past database. It's awesome.
Right on. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Paul.
Finding the right valuation company for your reverse mortgage appraisals is key. Now, one of the most trusted teams in reverse appraisals is back with a new name, Atlas Valuation. To learn more, visit atlasvms.com or call or click on the banner below this video. Partner with Atlas today.